Hello folks, shintigercurl here, that dude in a straw hat, bringing you yet another awesome video. Now, if you haven't heard by now, then you've probably been living under a rock, but it's pretty much been made official. WWE.com reports that April Mendez, better known as AJ Lee, has officially announced her retirement from professional wrestling. Now, I don't really understand. I can understand exactly why she would want to retire from professional wrestling because of certain issues that the Divas have right now, and it's a big shame. It is a big loss to the WWE, to the Divas division, as being probably being the most talented, the physically talented. I'm sorry, she is perhaps the most physically talented diva on the main roster, outside of Paige, of course, and she has a very interesting charisma about her. But it's a very big shame. First we lose her husband, CM Punk, and now we're losing AJ Lee, and the Divas division is going to feel less than it is right now. Hold on. Let's see. As usual, I'm going to list off her accomplishments. She was, of course, she was the FCW's Divas Champion one time, Queen of the FCW one time. Pro Wrestling Illustrated ranked her Woman of the Year for an unprecedented 3 times back to back from 2012 to 2014. Ranked her as the number 2 of the top 50 wrestlers in the PWI top 50 female wrestlers of 2014. Women Superstars Uncensored, she is a one-time tag team champion with Brooke Carter. And the WSU and NWS King of the and Queen of the Ring 2009 with Jay Lethal. She was also a 3-time Divas champion, her first title reign being the longest in the title's history. She's also a 3-time Slammy Award winner as Diva of the Year 2012 and 2014, and Kiss of the Year in 2012 with John Cena. Now, like I said, she is an exceptionally talented wrestler who, unlike a lot of the divas on the main roster, had actual charisma and decent mic skills. And she pretty much burst onto the scene and just amazed everyone with her in-ring skills and her talented mic work. She also had some very interesting storylines, as being a 3-month GM of Raw during CM Punk's tenure as the longest reigning WWE champion. Had on-screen relationships with the likes of Kane, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and of course her now real-life husband, Mr. Philip Jack Brooks, aka CM Punk. Her feud and rivalry with fellow diva Paige was the stuff of legend. Some great matchups between those two. But I can kind of understand where she's coming from, since she has to play second fiddle to the Bella twins, who are infinitely less talented than she is, both on the mic and in the ring. I'm not saying the Bella twins suck in the ring. They're passable at best. Average, if I'm going to be kind and say average. But for her to play second fiddle to them, it just didn't seem right. It just goes to the problem with the Divas division, that less talented divas are going over on the more talented ones. Paige has to play second fiddle to the divas, not to mention Natalya, who long since deserved a title shot and a title reign for being a technical machine as she is forced to play second fiddle to these women and forcing to take losses against a midget El Torito. She does not need to go down the path of Chavo Guerrero, jobbing to a little guy. I'm not saying that El Torito should be put in the same category as fucking Hornswoggle, whose only gimmick is that he's short and he's a mischievous. El Torito can actually go in the ring. No, what I'm saying is that Natalya is fallen so far from where she should be. And the same with AJ Lee. She deserves so much better than what she has. So with her gone, my interest in the Divas has fallen to a miserable level, and it's the only person I have to look forward to in the Divas division actively is Paige, and and of course Lana, but Lana doesn't wrestle. So we can only hope and pray that some of the divas some of the women from the NXT roster get called up to improve the division, and hopefully we don't get them the fuck up. Don't get them fucked up. Because I'm talking about you, Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte Flair is amazing. And when her first match on Raw as NXT Women's Champion, jobbing out to Natalya, whose stock has fallen too much to be considered a significant win. So all we can do is hope for the likes of Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch and Bayley and Blue Pants to come up and try to revitalize the division, because at this moment, if I could give two shits about the Divas unless Paige is involved, because they're all the same to me. They're all the cookie cutter Barbie models who have no personality, whose mic skills are average to terrible, and whose in-ring ability borderlines on amateurish sometimes. So I'm not gonna hate on AJ Lee or make some stupid CM Punk references about her quitting. Sometimes you lose a passion for what you like to do. I lost passion for writing a long time ago, and sometimes you just got to step away from it and just find something better to do. That's why I can't hate on CM Punk. He got out because he lost his love of wrestling because of backstage politicking and because he needed to save his life. If this is the problem with AJ Lee, not that she has any problems with her, just she just needs to do what makes her happy. And if leaving wrestling, if retiring from wrestling at the age of 28 means making her happy, then so be it. I hope she does better at whatever she wants to do. I mean, Punk's gonna be writing Thor soon. He's gonna be writing Thor, making that Marvel money, and he's gonna be doing MMA. Good luck to you, Mr. Punk. So, AJ, if you're watching this, I hope so. For one, I'm not gonna hate you. In fact, you've done more to rekindle my interest in the Divas division than anyone else in the current generation. The last time I was interested in the Divas seriously was when we had the likes of Mickie James, Lita, and Trish Stratus to keep the division going. But I'm gonna miss you, AJ. So those are my thoughts on AJ announcing her retirement. If you like what you see, link, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions or any comments? Leave them in the description. Leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you when I can. Also, share with me and the rest of YouTube your favorite AJ Lee match or moment. For me, it was that pipe bomb she dropped on the entire Divas division, just exposing them for who they are. So yeah. So until next time, this is shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good night. I'm gonna miss you, AJ.